Yeah, and actually some of that stuff has not passed yet, which is why we've got to keep working. We haven't been able to get it through the House because of the Republican control in the House. So, so the President talked about it, and I've talked about it, and Mark has when we ran, is that right now we've got to have a reform of the tax code because there are actually tax incentives for folks to ship jobs overseas, which makes no sense whatsoever. The only, as I mentioned in my other comments, the only tax incentives a company should get is when they're investing in American workers and American plant and equipment here in this country, not when you're shipping it overseas. So we need to reform that. It's got to be part of the tax reform. Senator Levin's also been working on some of the shelter-type legislation. So we've got to continue to push that forward. We haven't been able to do it given the Republican control of the House. They blocked that kind of legislation. But the legislation I have to put more transparency, really know where workers are. You're right, I think it strengthens our ability to have that information and to see what sort of companies are taking advantage of certain tax breaks, and then look at where they're actually adding the jobs. Are they adding them in the U.S. or are they adding them overseas? So it is part of that whole process to focus on creating jobs here locally.